at 9 a.m. and I was born at 10 p.m. But she was always a night owl and I was always in bed by 7:30. I am the organized, bossy older sister and she is the more relaxed and free spirit. I am 4.5 years older than Jenna, and Jenna was always following me around and wanting to wear my clothes and hang out with me and my friends. But the older that we have gotten, those 4.5 years have begun to melt away, and we have become wonderful, close friends. We may still be on opposite time schedules and live 3 hours apart, and I may still be the bossy older sister, but I love her and I don't know what I'd do without her. When I knew she was serious about Bob was when she called to tell me that she was going camping with him and his friends for Memorial Day weekend. Jenna, our princess, doesn't go to zoos because they smell. She doesn't like to get dirty and she doesn't like to do anything that has to do with the outdoors. But here she is, ready to camp for 3 full days. Bob is a great guy, and I have loved getting to know him with their visits to Kansas City and our visits to Iowa. I wish you both many wonderful years together. Cheers.
It's time to hear from the best man, so here's Aaron.
Good afternoon. My name is Aaron. I have the privilege of being with SDN today. I apologize if it's going to be a lot longer than that. I've got some stories to tell and some stuff to go through, so we'll just see how it goes. We'll try to get through it as quick as possible. Bob and I met sophomore year at college. Lauren and myself and another guy were all roommates, and we had 3 of us moving into a 4-person room, and we didn't know that we were going to have another roommate. We were pretty excited because we thought we were just going to have 3 people in the space for 4 people, and Bob got randomly assigned to us. So we showed up and we were pretty bummed about it. But as it turns out, it worked out pretty well for us. Bob and Lauren actually shared a room, and if you guys don't know this about Bob, he's a bit of a snorer. So Lauren Robbins actually ended up having to sleep with racquetballs, and during the middle of the night, we would just chuck them at Bob to wake him up to get him to stop snoring. So Jenna, good luck with that, I guess. I don't know what you'll figure out, but should be good. One of the great things about Bob is his passion. He's very passionate about whatever he does. It applies to a lot of different areas of life. One of those areas is music. Whenever Bob hears a new song that he loves, he just loves to play it over and over and over and over and over again. And so if we all had a new song that we liked in college, Bob would just keep on playing it far past the point of us being sick of it, and he would just keep on playing it until he was finally sick of it like 3 or 4 months later. And that was just one of the many things he's passionate about. He was also very playful. He likes to joke around and play games with people a lot. I remember one time, actually over Easter weekend, Bob came to Iowa City to visit me and my family. And after church, we went back to our house, and we always do an Easter egg hunt in the house. And so it was, I think, me and my brother and my sisters and Bob. And just, it's pretty competitive, nothing crazy, but just right out of the gate, Bob was just all over the place, pushing me aside, pushing my brother aside. The Easter egg kind of finished up, and Bob and my brother were pretty much tied because we counted up the eggs, of course. And so over the entire course of the day, they kept on looking for eggs. And I can't even remember which one it was, but somebody found an egg like 3 hours after the egg hunt had ended and claimed to be the winner, and the other person said it didn't count, and so it's still pretty disputed about that. One of the really great traits about Bob is that he is incredibly helpful to those around him, to his friends, to his family. He is always a friend in time of need. He just lives to help somebody out, whether it be a project, home repair, or if you have something go wrong with your car or anything like that. One of the times when we don't appreciate that so much is when we go disc golfing with Bob. If one of us has a bad throw that'll go into the woods or something like that and be buried, and we have to look for it, Bob refuses to stop looking until he's found the disc. He doesn't even go look for his own first. He has to find the other disc before he'll let us leave. Another example, of Bob being overly helpful is when Lauren here called Bob and claimed that his car had broken down in Iowa City and that he needed a ride back to Ames. Bob was in Ames where he went to college, and so Lauren was just kidding. He was actually in Ames and his car was fine. He just thought it would be funny. So he calls Bob back like 20 minutes later, and Bob's already on the road, like on the interstate heading down to go get him. So that's the great thing about him. You can ask him to do anything. He'll drop whatever he's got and do his best to help you out. One of the other great things about Bob, he's extremely thoughtful. He thinks through everything before he does it. One example of this is in college when we all lived together for like 2.5 years or so. I had this pair of shorts. It was my favorite pair of shorts in the entire world. I wore them like 5 days a week. They were just amazing, and I'm sure you guys all have a piece of clothing like that. And so our junior year, after I moved out, these shorts just turned up missing, and I just had no clue what happened to them. I accused everyone of taking them. I accused a couple people in the audience here. I accused Lauren, accused Bob, and this is like 5 years ago. So a couple months ago, Bob actually came to Iowa City to visit me and stay in my apartment with me. And he walks in the door and tosses me a brand new pair of Cincinnati shorts that he just saw like 5 years after the fact that it happened. He saw these and thought of me and thought they might help to sort of ease the pain of that loss. But my conspiracy theory is that he actually took them and he just gave me those to make up for it. So I'm still a little suspicious, but that was just an incredibly thoughtful thing. So as great of a guy as Bob is, he truly is better with Jenna in his life, and with her encouragement. Since I've known Jenna, I've known a more driven and a more focused Bob. Jenna deserves a ton of credit for putting up with Bob's playfulness, for his friends, Lauren Robbins and myself, mostly. So let me finish by saying, Bob, thanks for the opportunity to be your best man. Jenna, thanks for befriending me. Whenever I come to visit you guys just make me feel like I'm a part of your family. And that is just so great. You are a wonderful addition to our group of friends. It has been a privilege to watch you guys grow together. My friendship with Bob has been a challenge. I don't mean a challenge in the harder way. It's been a challenge to me to be friends with a guy like this. It's been a challenge to my character. It's been a challenge for me to be a better friend to those around me. It's made me a more thoughtful person. Bob really is a great example of how to serve others above yourself. Even in our friendship, we've had some tough times, but it's that quality of him that brought us through those times. So for that, I'm truly thankful. And Jenna, if he is half the husband to you that he has been a friend to me, then you went out big time. So. My prayer for you both is that this marriage will be a model of Christ's love for us, that you will serve the other before yourself, that you will be gentle and kind with each other, that you will show forgiveness, that you will strengthen each other, and that you will build each other up in your faith every day. Marriage that demonstrates this love will serve as a witness to the world, and it will be a blessing to everyone around you. It might not always be easy, and I know that you guys will certainly have tough times, but I hope that you will determined to live this charge. So cherish today. It really is the start of something special. Thank you guys both. I love you so much. To Jenna and Bob Bronson.
We're going to hear from Randy next, the father of mine.
All right. I'm not much of a speaker like Aaron and Katie, so they always say that when you get up there, you got to imagine your audience in their underwear. So I'm trying to. I've seen enough. have to be as long. And Aaron knows I'm just kidding, but we've been kidding. We do that a lot, so we've been really through Bob, and really got to know Aaron, and we really like him a lot, and he's a good buddy for Bob and Jenna and so forth. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and sharing this day with Jenna and Bob and all the family and the relatives and so forth. And I really want a special tribute to one special person, Margaret. Stand up, please. Margaret came down Wednesday to our house to stay and help us get ready for this. And she worked for the House of Representatives up in Minneapolis, or St. Paul. So she took some time off, even though they haven't balanced their budget yet. And Margaret has been a rock star, MVP. She did like all the cookies, and she pressed all the napkins and stuff. So thank you. And I want to thank all these wonderful kids up here. And I've known them for years now. Ashley for the last 4 or 5 years, being a roommate of Jenna's and Sarah, they from high school, and Kate, of course. I'm no longer than Jenna, but and I love all these guys, and you guys, just meeting them, and Mike and Lauren and Ken and so forth. You guys are all great, and so I just want to thank you all and everything. I really want to make a special thank you to the Bronson family. 2 weeks ago on Memorial Weekend, they invited Gene and I down to